nervous. I was nervous the first time I met him. I was auditioning for an all-girl band that he was putting together.
So connected in a way he'd never been. Like, we were playing guitar together in our, in our socks and underwear on the bed.
Ever wondered what it's like to date a legend? Today we're diving deep into the wild love lives of Prince and the stunning women who captured his heart. From Mayte Garcia, first wife Mayte Garcia, who he has a child with.
I don't know any other man that could wear eyeliner and wear heels and be a cool dude. It's not gonna happen.
To Kim Basinger, there are rumors they made an album together, but we are yet to hear it, if it actually exists. These stories are packed with passion, heartbreak, and the unforgettable mark he left on their lives. Get ready for some serious tea as we uncover the glamorous and tumultuous romances that made headlines. Let's get started.
I don't know any other man that could wear eyeliner and wear heels and be a cool dude. It's not gonna happen.
Mayte Garcia first crossed paths with Prince when she was just 16. She sent him a video of her showing off some impressive belly dancing moves, and that totally grabbed his attention. Not long after, he invited her to hit the road as a dancer on his tour, and it wasn't long before their work relationship took a romantic turn. Not long after tying the knot, Mayte found out she was expecting. Their baby boy, Amir, which means prince in Arabic, arrived on October 16, 1996. But heartbreak hit hard when Amir was born with a rare genetic condition called Pfeiffer syndrome, affecting his skull and bones. Sadly, he passed away just a week after being born, leaving both Mayte and Prince devastated. By 2000, they called it quits and went their separate ways. Mayte later shared the ups and downs of their relationship and the emotional impact of losing their son in her memoir, The Most Beautiful, My Life with Prince. She stayed active in the entertainment scene while also focusing on her own personal growth. On top of that, she's been all about giving back and championing causes she cares about, keeping her journey going strong.
My name is Manuela Testolini, and I'm the founder and president of the In a Perfect World Foundation.
Manuela Testolini first met Prince while she was working as a consultant for his charity, Love for One Another, and things quickly heated up. Their professional connection turned into something more, and they tied the knot on Christmas Day 2001. Unfortunately, their relationship hit some rough patches, and by 2006, Manuela filed for divorce. By 2007, they had officially parted ways. They kept the details pretty low-key, but it was definitely a major moment for both of them. After the split, Manuela kept doing her thing with charity work and eventually found love again. She's now married to singer Eric Benet, and they've got two adorable daughters. Manuela is still all about philanthropy, especially through her foundation, In a Perfect World, which focuses on helping underserved kids. She's also active at events and continues to speak up about giving back and making a difference in the world. Kim Basinger and Prince had a hot and heavy romance that kicked off in 1989 while she was working on Batman, where she played Vicky Vale. Prince was all over the movie's soundtrack, dropping hits like Bat Dance, so it's no surprise they ended up crossing paths. Their relationship was full of sparks and creativity, with Kim even hanging out at Prince's iconic Paisley Park Studios in Minnesota to work on music together. There were even whispers that they recorded an album, but it never saw the light of day. Kim Basinger is still keeping it cool in Hollywood. She's taken on some new gigs in recent years, including a role in 50 Shades Darker 2017, where she played Elena Lincoln. But that's not all. She's also dabbled in animated projects, proving she's got the range to do it all, whether it's live action or lending her voice to something behind the scenes.
So nervous. I was nervous the first time I met him. I was auditioning for an all-girl band that he was putting together.
Carmen first met Prince in the early 90s when she auditioned for an all-girl band he was putting together. Even though she didn't make the cut, Prince saw something special in her and decided to help launch her solo career. He even gave her the stage name Carmen Electra and produced her debut album. Prince was all in, shaping her sound, look, and the direction of her career. Before long, things turned romantic between them. Carmen moved to Minneapolis to be closer to Prince and work on her music. Even though they had a strong connection, the relationship didn't last. Carmen eventually decided to head to Los Angeles to chase her career on her own terms. She's mentioned how tough it was to leave Prince, but she knew she had to carve out her own path. After the breakup, Carmen's career took off, and she became a household name thanks to her roles in Baywatch and Scary Movie, among other projects. She still speaks highly of Prince, crediting him with giving her the boost and confidence she needed to make it in the entertainment world.
Vampire. Why was Prince a vampire?
Well, it wasn't that. It's just we never slept. I mean, we had so much fun. We had so much in common. So we loved to be in the studio at all hours of the night.
Sheila E. first crossed paths with Prince in the late 70s, but their real collaboration kicked off in 1984 with the track Erotic City. Prince immediately saw her star power and helped launch her solo career, producing her debut album, The Glamorous Life, which gave us the hit single of the same name. Their professional relationship quickly turned romantic. Sheila joined Prince's band, The Revolution, and they spent a ton of time together on tour. Things got pretty serious. Prince even proposed to her on stage during a European concert in 1987. But with their hectic schedules and the non-stop touring, their romance fizzled out by the late 80s. Even though they split romantically, Sheila and Prince stayed tight and kept collaborating. She was a regular part of his projects and performed with him right up until his passing in 2016. Sheila E. is still rocking the music world today. She's out there touring and performing, and she's not slowing down anytime soon. She's already got concerts lined up for 2024 and 2025.
You know, I bought this in an antique store in New York about 5 years ago. It was a complete block. It was really, really ugly. It looked like grandma's dress, really.
Yeah.
And I said, oh, I think I could do something with that. It was about $50, and I had to take it in. The Japanese girl, she took it in for me.
Well, she took it in very well.
Denise and Prince first crossed paths at the American Music Awards back in 1980. Prince was totally mesmerized by her beauty and talent and wasted no time inviting her to be the lead singer of his new girl group, Vanity 6. They blew up with their hit Nasty Girl in 1982. But just like their professional bond, their personal relationship heated up fast too. Vanity was even supposed to star in Purple Rain, which was based on her life. But after they called it quits in 1983, the part went to Apollonia instead. Vanity's life took some dark turns, especially when she got caught up in drug addiction, which eventually led to some serious health problems. In 1994, she had a near-fatal overdose that damaged her kidneys. After that scare, she turned her life around, became a born-again Christian, and walked away from the entertainment scene to dedicate herself to her faith. Sadly, Vanity passed away from kidney failure on February 15, 2016, at 57.
So connected in a way he'd never been. Like, we were playing guitar together in our, in our socks and underwear on the bed.
Susannah Melvoin met Prince thanks to her twin sister, Wendy, who was jamming with Prince as a guitarist for The Revolution. Susannah got her own spotlight moment when she joined Prince's side project, The Family, as the lead singer. Their 1985 album even featured the original version of Nothing Compares to You, which Prince wrote with her in mind. Their connection went beyond music, and soon enough, Susannah and Prince were not only collaborating, but also engaged in the mid-80s. He even wrote a few songs inspired by her, like Starfish and Coffee, from Sign of the Times. Their relationship was super emotional and creative, but eventually, they went their separate ways. Susannah didn't slow down after that, though. She kept building her music career, lending her voice to legends like Roger Waters, Eric Clapton, and Mike Oldfield. She also teamed up with her sister Wendy and Lisa Coleman on various projects. These days, Susannah's still active in the music world and has been diving into new creative adventures. She's been working on a children's book and an animated project inspired by starfish and coffee, always keeping the creativity flowing.
And why he would call me on his birthday, I don't know. He would always call me on his birthday. What are you doing? And then I would say, oh, happy birthday. I always wish him happy. I don't celebrate birthdays. My religion doesn't allow me to celebrate.
Apollonia met Prince when she auditioned for the lead female role in Purple Rain after Vanity left the project. She snagged the part and became the frontwoman for the girl group Apollonia 6, a band Prince created just for her. Their 1984 album included the hit Sex Shooter, and her duet with Prince, Take Me With You, from the Purple Rain soundtrack, became a fan favorite. Their connection wasn't just professional. There was definitely some real-life chemistry going on too, but it didn't last long. Still, their off-screen spark helped make Purple Rain the classic it is today. After parting ways with Prince in 1985, Apollonia branched out into acting, landing a spot on the TV show Falcon Crest. She also dropped a solo album in 1988 and kept popping up in film and TV throughout the 90s. These days, she's got her own podcast, Apollonia Studio 6, where she chats with entertainment insiders and shares juicy stories from her wild career.
Isolated, and he was like, girl, like, this is incredible. Like, you have all eyes on you. Being unique and being different is such a power that you hold by being the only Black woman in the company. And I was like, oh, I've never thought about it
and
that
Prince
way.
knew exactly what he was talking about.
Prince first noticed Misty Copeland back in 2009 after catching one of her performances, and he was totally blown away. He wanted her to star in his music video for Crimson and Clover, and that was just the start of their one-of-a-kind connection. He really admired her talent and ended up inviting her to perform with him at concerts and special events. Misty has always credited Prince with being a game-changer in her career. She described him as a mentor who encouraged her to push her dancing boundaries and think outside the box. Thanks to their collabs, she gained major exposure and confidence, ultimately becoming the first African-American principal dancer at the American Ballet Theater in 2015. While they were mainly business partners, their relationship had a personal touch too. Misty has said that Prince's friendship and support helped her tackle the ups and downs of both her career and personal life. You can totally see Prince's impact on Misty through her success and her commitment to breaking barriers in ballet. She's always thankful for the doors he opened and the guidance he offered, which played a huge role in her journey as an artist.
And, his memory, well, the few memories that I have of him are extremely vivid. Yeah. Because my father was a very deep person. So.
Nona Gaye kicked off a romance with Prince when she was just 18, and their love story lasted about 3 years. During that time, he was a major player in shaping her life and career, helping her with music and working on a bunch of projects together. One of their standout collabs was Love Sign, featured on the 1-800 New Funk compilation in 1994. But things took a turn in the mid-90s when their relationship hit a wall. Nona opened up about how Prince's proposal to Mayte Garcia, who would become his wife, totally crushed her. She felt blindsided and heartbroken, believing they were on a path to marriage. After their split, Nona focused on her career, and she's probably best known for her role as Z in The Matrix Reloaded and The Matrix Revolutions. These days, Nona's kept a low profile, prioritizing her personal life and family. Her last big acting gig was in the early 2000s, and she hasn't dropped any new music lately.